Okay, everybody, I'm going to do this real quickly as I can. But I thought I'd give you my thoughts on why, as I've mentioned before, so I guess you can call it an update on why Rock and Cena 2 is happening. Now, I understand a lot of people are not happy about that. In fact, some people are not happy about Triple H and Lesnar 2. But here's the thing. Although a lot of people like the Off the Rope show, who I have great respect for, and the British Fist as well, and many others, even though a lot of them are saying WrestleMania is turning into rematch mania, you got to look at it this way. These rematches that are happening, these are rematches. I mean, these rematches are basically happening sporadically, if you will. Let me put it to you like this. Last year we had Rock and Cena once in a lifetime. Now some people might say WWE's cheating on that. Well, maybe they are, but then again you got to think of it like this, as I've mentioned before. Once in a lifetime wrestling match, non-title, no title on the line, just for pride and to see who's the best. And now, even though people will dub it twice in a lifetime, maybe it's also once in a lifetime WWE Championship match. Now, of course, there are rumors speculating as to why, or not why, but speculating on the fact that WWE might want to go for a trifecta next year. And that might be true and it may not be true. But here's why Rock and Cena and Triple H Lesnar rematches matter, and why the possibility of Taker Punk matter. I said this before after Rock won the championship and after John Cena won the Royal Rumble. Yes, everything that's happening may be predictable, but here's the thing. Even though it might be predictable, as I asked in that previous video that I filmed the day after the Royal Rumble this year, what else, and I ask again, what else, who else do you think is going to get 90,000 plus people into 90,000 seats at MetLife Stadium? What? What is going to get them in there? Who else can you think of? Now, let me make something perfectly clear. I understand, and that if WWE was to hold one of the big fours in, let's say, the Hammerstein Ballroom, that there's no doubt WWE, whether you like them or not, whether you like the decisions they make or not, and believe me, they've made some, blankety-blanked up decisions, well, I'll just say fucked up decisions, excuse my language. They've made some fucking fucked up decisions. But the bookers, if you will, are smart. It's the creative that comes up with the ideas, but the bookers are the ones that, whether you like it or not, have the smarts to realize what's a moneymaker in what certain venues. So you see, creative-wise, yeah, they've made some fucked up decisions. They've made some fucked up decisions. They've made some stupid ideas. They've come up with some stupid creative writing. I'll get that. I get that. I give a lot of you that. But booking-wise, the bookers, they realize, you know what, what's a moneymaker for one of our big fours, especially our Super Bowl, our World Series, our NBA Finals of wrestling, our Oscars, our Academy Award of wrestling. What is a moneymaker for that event? Let's see. Oh, I know. How about Rock Cena 2? How about Triple H Brock Lesnar? Now about Undertaker CM Punk? There's a moneymakers right there. Okay? There's your moneymakers right there. And when you also add in the fact that they're doing whatever they can to get this Swagger Del Rio storyline and rivalry going over, then you can't, literally blame them for doing this. But again, here's the situation. Here's the situation that you may not agree with. Even though creative, like I said, has made some crazy-ass, dumb-ass decisions in the past, the bookers are the ones that are smart enough to realize what's the money makers. And as I mentioned before, if they were to hold one of the big fours, like say a WrestleMania or even a SummerSlam in the Hammerstein Ballroom, then there's no doubt they'd be like, what could be the main event? What would be the final match everybody would like to see in the Hammerstein Ballroom for this event? And no doubt in their minds, they would realize, well, that's mostly going to attract a independent wrestling crowd, or in some cases a Ring of Honor crowd. Oh, I know. Let's put CM Punk as the champion against Daniel Bryan in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. That'll draw them. And believe it or not, I'm not trying to be mean, but believe it or not, it would. That would bring people in. It would bring them in a 2 out of 3 falls, or heck, even a 1-hour Iron Man match between the two would bring them in. And that's called smart booking. But you see, they realize that since they're going to be in MetLife Stadium, and they need to fill up 90,000 seats and sell those remaining tickets that they have, which are very, very limited from what they've told us, then they realize that the money-making matches they need to book there, whether they're predictable or not, and whether they're rematches that we want to see or not, are the ones we're going to get. That's why we're going to get Rock Cena 2. That's why we're going to get Triple H Lesnar 2. And that's why possibly and hopefully we're going to get Undertaker CM Punk. And that's why they're doing the best as... And even though those are rematches that we've seen before, they haven't had a match against... The difference is all these individuals haven't faced each other the following month or the following week in a match. No. It's been months since they faced each other in a fight or in a match. It's been about a year now. It's going on over a year. It'll be over a year since Cena and Rock faced each other. It's going to be since SummerSlam, since Triple H, Brock Lesnar faced each other. And it's going to be years since Undertaker and CM Punk have faced each other. And a lot has changed in years when it comes to CM Punk and Taker. And a lot has changed in maybe a year or so with Rock and Cena. And believe it or not, even though it's been, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, about almost 8 months, some things have changed in 8 months between Lesnar and Triple H. And that's what they're banking on when it comes to these rematches. The things that have changed. And if what we saw last night on Monday Night Raw is any indication with Triple H and Lesnar, and if the main event, as good as it was, is any indication of what we could get at WrestleMania with some of these matches, then obviously it's smart booking. Again, I understand people are not happy about these rematches. I understand people are not happy that WrestleMania 29 is being dubbed Rematch Mania. I understand that. Everybody understands that. The OTRS understand that. Tree of Woe Show understands that. The British Fist. The British Fist. No DQ. Renegades of Wrestling. They all understand that, folks. But the thing is, we just have to let it be and see what happens. So, and again, when you add in Swagger and Del Rio and their rivalry and storyline that's being developed, it's called smart booking, whether we like it or not. So, let me know what you guys think. And comment down below, video response if you will. And I'll talk to y'all later.